Hello again and welcome back. Well, our injured friend is recovering. He's doing better. They saw me. I was going to go get a bloodworm out to show you that he's eaten. And he was down here, huddled up right over there. And he was dark a minute ago, but he saw me go in the freezer, so now he's stimulated and he's colored up normal. Yeah, that's him there. His tail's still a little beat up. So he's still uncomfortable and he's turning dark, but he knows food's coming and he colored up and he wants to eat. So he's on the mend. He's still a little sore. He favors the flipper on this side. On his left side, he hurt his left side pretty bad, so he's got an injured flipper for sure, and he might have broke a little bone in his fin or something. That might be why he's hurting. But thankfully, his appetite is good, and he's just got to heal up. So we're in good shape there. So let's watch him eat. Get some food up in there. Oh, that scared them. Okay. I'll realize what's going on in a second. And the other thing that's new is you'll notice the lighting's a little better now. And I'll explain that right after we watch them completely destroy these bloodworms. They've gotten smart. They wait a little bit for it to thaw. They used to try and beat it up when it was frozen. So you can see he's getting in there. He's getting some food, and he's on the mend, and I'm happy because he's like one of my best looking fish. He's got a really high body. He's probably going to be the most high bodied fish I have, and I really like that. He's probably the only high-bodied discus I've seen in my whole year of shopping around. And his sibling is not high-bodied, so I just plucked him out of the crowd because he had that feature. There was a tank full of these. I got him for, he still flickers a little bit. He's still uncomfortable, but he's not holding his fins all the way up, but he's doing better. He stayed black for days, and he was just before I did the video. But we got him back in the main tank now, and he's happy to be with his friends again. So, but he's definitely still struggling. His tail got beat up, his fins got beat up. So yeah, about the lights. I had ordered 2 sets of these 4-foot lights from Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. Now, I ordered one for the 90-gallon first, and then I ordered one for the, and then I picked one up for the rack, and the 20-gallon rack. And I noticed that when the 24-hour feature was coming up on the 90-gallon, it would stay yellow pretty much the whole morning, while the rack would, do a much better sunup and with more colors turning on. So the bar was defective on the 90-gallon, and if you look at some of my morning videos, you'll see it was just a solid yellow all morning, and it was kind of making Big Red look nice, but it was making my yellow fish look orange, and it was just messing up the colors. And it was also causing, if you checked my video yesterday, I will come over here, and if I pointed on the side of the tank, I'd get a flicker, and we're not getting that anymore. So that defective light was doing that while it was in 24-hour mode. The other modes on that light still work. So I contacted Amazon and explained what was happening, showed them pictures, comparative pictures between the one that worked and one that doesn't work, and so on. And they agreed that one of the two units was defective, and they made arrangements to get me out a replacement. What was also really awesome is they let me keep the defective one. So now I'm running both bars upstairs on this tank. And what I've done is I put the defective one in the back, and the new one that works properly in the front. And I'm using the defective one in color mode and set to 12-hour cycle. So that one is, I got it like enhancing the blues to make because I got a lot of turquoise in here. So let's make make them pop, right? Like look at him down there. It's just, look at it. Look at it. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. So I decided, I picked a color that makes the blues pop, and I had to be careful because if the intensity is wrong, the yellow guy starts to turn orange. So I tuned it right, then I set it to 12-hour mode, and then I set the new one to 24-hour mode. So the new one, the sun slowly, starts to come up at around 6 a.m. And then around 8:15, it's about what you're seeing now. So I kicked in the second light at 8:15 and set the blue to it. Now this will get brighter as we get up into noon, because the 24-hour light will intensify. The blue light will stay the same and just pop the blues like this, and it'll do that for 12 hours, so from 8:15 in the morning till 8:15 at night, and then the blue light will kick off in the back, and by that time the 24-hour light will also be well into its sundown mode, and then it'll go into moonlight mode, which makes the whole tank blue anyway. So that's how I've set it up. I'm using the defective one because the color modes still work on it, and the 12-hour timer works fine on it. I'm using that one to pop colors, and I'm using the other one to run the 24-hour mode, because you can't run, it's either or. It's either 24-hour mode and you're just locked into a color cycle, or you set your own color mode and your own time to I think it's 6 hours, 8 hours, or 12 hours on-off cycle. So I'm going to pop the colors for 12 hours and on one, and run 24-hour mode on the good one that sun's up and sun's down properly. And so this tank's in really good shape for lighting now, and now that I've got one that works properly, hopefully my plants start to take off, because I really was struggling to keep plants alive with my old lighting. So this should get me some plant life growing more quickly, and I should have natural looking colors instead of red fish that are orange fish that look red and yellow fish that look orange. And there you go, you can see him now that the food's gone away. He's starting to darken back up because he's still suffering a little. He's still hurting, the poor guy. But this is day 2, starting day 2 since he's hurt himself. So I'd say he's past the hump. I was worried he might die, and I don't think he's going to die now. But who knows? He could go south. I'm just going to keep the water real clean and keep everybody real happy. Try not to disturb the tank much, and just Just keep the stress down, and he should pull through. Really need him to live. So that's where we're at for today. Everything's looking great. The water's probably 3 days old. We're getting into water change time. Look at all the evaporation down there just in 3 days. Normally I keep it up here. And I've been getting a lot of evaporation lately. I have to make a lid for down there. But yeah, this looks great. Get a water change going, and the colors on the fish much better now. Yellow guy looks yellow. He's a little orange from the blue light because there's some yellow. There's if I throw the yellow light on the yellow guy, he turns orange. It's really weird. And the blue light has a bit of yellow in it, so you get a little tinge of orange. But by noon, when everything brightens up, he'll look bright yellow. That's probably how this is going to go. I could pop the reds, which would look really nice too on these Turks, but he'll turn red. So it's a little bit wonky. I might play around with it still. But right now I think this is probably the best combo because the Turks just look great, and there's more Turks than anything. So I've kept you long enough. I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. We're going to get into some serious breeding soon, and we've got all the breeding stations set up and just waiting for them to grow and mature, and we'll be there in the next 2 months. I should be popping off pairs left and right. So thanks for watching.